Hey guys, Jagus here. This is Jagus Reviews. All right, so gonna do a quick Hertz test with the W-king T12. Now this speaker is honestly a beast. It is gonna cost you about $570, but they have a coupon bringing it down to like $350 or something like that, which is pretty absurdly cheap for a party speaker in general. It does have a battery. It's loud, way louder than any party box speaker I've ever owned, or speaker in that matter. Biggest I've ever owned is in the Party Box 100 series, and like the large on party speaker, stuff of that nature. So this is supposed to be more or less the equivalent to like the JBL Party Box 320, but I also think it's bigger than that and maybe is more or less along the lines of the JBL Party Box 520. So pretty cool, great speaker, really, really inexpensive for what you're getting. Let's do a Hertz test. Now we are gonna start it off at 66 per Hertz, and that's because obviously this is gonna do it. No issues whatsoever. 60. Everything's shaking in the room. 55. More stuff's shaking. All right. 44 Hertz. Sorry, these shelves that I have, when you put a big old bassy thing up in here, shakes like a mofo. 40 Hertz, no issues. Nice deep bass. As you can see, the little fabric in the back is moving like crazy. Let me see what we got it percentage wise. All right, so we're at I'd say maybe like 65 or 70%. 39, 38. Oh yeah, it's starting to feel it in my chest. 37. More stuff starting to shake. 36. 35. Starting to roll off slightly, but thunderous nonetheless. Let's turn it up one to about 70%. Loud, holy crap. 34. 33. 32. 31. Look at those woofers just moving. 30. Now you're not going to see the woofers moving because my camera is at 30 frames per second, so it's actually matching. Let's go to 29, and you can see the woofers moving. It is still creating bass, but it has rolled off rather deeply. 28. Oh, we got a little extra bass there compared to the 29. 27. We're actually getting a little more bass on these lower ones. Okay, hard drop off right there. 26 Hertz, hard drop off. 27, still producing quite a good little amount of bass. 26, hard roll off. The woofers are still flexing, but they're not really giving us any bass at this point, so this is well below where the port is tuned. Cool though, love it. Anyways, just thought we'd do a quick Hertz test. This thing is a beast. It's easily reaching down to 32 Hertz. It is also going all the way down into the 20s, and then it does have its sharp cutoff point, but all in all, really impressive. Obviously it's a huge speaker with 8-inch woofers, pretty massive altogether. It's a beast, reaching deep, and it does sound powerfully. That was at 70%. I'm sure we could coax a little bit more oomph out of it at those lower hertz if I were to crank it all the way. However, I really don't want to damage any of the components with the woofer. I don't want to overwork the amp when you're doing just single hertz like that. you can potentially cause some issues. Haven't really had much issues with most of my speakers or anything, but this thing is sick. Is it worth the $350? Absolutely. I've seen some mixed reviews on Amazon, but honestly, you are getting a Party Box 320 or 520 for a quarter of the price. Yeah, it might not come with microphones. It might only be USB-C charging, which it does charge up to 65 watts. I was using that fast charger. I had it playing at 70% and it charged the speaker to full while I was playing it at 70% with bass cranked all the way up on indoor mode. So you can at least keep it plugged in at 70%. I'll try 100% and see if it can supply enough to keep the battery fully charged, but it fully charged the speaker at 70% with it plugged in. So honestly, you can I don't know. I'm not really having not a dang issue with it, but let me know what you guys think. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It helps me a lot. We will see you on the next video.